Mic check. My throat is killing me. I hope 100 years from now we study the 4th of April 2025, as it's the most important day for culture in history so far. I remember September of 2024, it was a college morning, a Minecraft movie teaser trailer came out, everyone gathered around a single desk as we watched the immaculate beauty of this on our screens. We obviously all burst out laughing because this Minecraft movie concept was teased, cancelled and teased some more for years and years to finally come to our screens for it to look like this. Everything is so ugly. The beloved mobs, their innocence and charm have been stripped away by this hideous animation style, but using the Beatles' name for this slop. This film idea could have never worked in live action, let's be honest. It was supposed to be animation, and even that could have worked maybe, possibly not ever in my eyes, because I like how vague Minecraft is. As a game, having you, the player, give the game a life. So I wouldn't like a certainty of all of these characters and mobs. This film doesn't count because it's, Jared Hess's A Minecraft movie. It's one of those things that doesn't really need a screen adaptation. The actual trailer came out shortly after, and everyone went feral over it. And I mean fair enough, with Jack Black, my beloved, saying all these horrendously corny lines from this iconic beloved game, which I'm sure everyone around 1999 and to now has some sort of relationship with. Like, I am Steve, Ender Pearl, the Never. This is a crafting table, and my personal favourite, Flint and Steel, will never get old. Fun fact, another one of my beloveds, Matt Berry, practically an English and funnier version of Jack Black, was supposed to play Steve but ended up declining after his work schedule got too busy. Now this is pathetic. To be Steve, you drop everything. I would drop everything to be Steve. And Steve is a man, a manly man. Luckily, he does have a cameo at the end where he voices a villager in one of the most stupid scenes I have ever needed to witness. This is the worst film I've ever seen, and I adored every single second of it. First of all, this film is built off extremely generic character tropes. By just looking at the characters, I automatically guessed which trope and each attempt at the character development this film was going to try and do. I just knew the youngest characters were going to be siblings. I just completely guessed that they're orphans and the big sisters can give to her brother. And I was just completely right somehow. Although I also guessed Steve would become the father figure for them, but he never really became that, it was more Garrett. I also knew that Garrett was going to be some old school fucking gamer. I have seen a scary amount of generic American films that only use black characters and black rap to be there to just say sassy lines. Sadly, Dawn heavily falls under this awful stereotype. Now, I don't want to become one of those review channels that don't actually review the thing and instead recap the film and throw some cheap jokes. But watching this day one, I was so excited. I was there with my Minecraft Cinema Cup. On the sight of the Minecraft loading screen, in the intro of the film, actually made me hopeful that this would be a misunderstood film, until the film started and it looked like this. This man played Bowser, then Steve, to Bowser again, and then Steve next year again. This low-life weirdo, Garrett, who only befriends children and gabbles all his life away, is the person we're rooting for in this film. Spoiler alert, everything he does is stupid and unnecessary, like how he doesn't go off with the child I forgot the name of, and instead waited for the bridge to explode to look like a hero. My favourite example of his uselessness is when he forces everyone to go on a detour, risking everyone's lives. Steve, knowing this and going along with it, probably because he had the hots for Garrett, let's be honest, just so he could get diamonds, because he's poor. In the real world, yes, the real world. Does he think there is a Minecraft diamond to US dollar converter in the real world? What was the point of this? He is at this auction with Dan TDM for one frame, betting on storage units, which is weirdly the second film in a row where I didn't know what a cosmos was. And this is where he gets this whimsical little cube. These two characters we don't care about commit a terrorist attack and then join Garrett to the mines with this funky little cube. I too am in this episode. The mines is where Steve went to and then was kidnapped by the piglins. I forgot to cover that, but oh well, you now know. They almost certainly ripped off Lord of the Rings with Two Towers, and this film ends with Steve abandoning his freaky dog with an overly realistic tongue to live happily ever after with his one true love, Garrett, and 2 children. So a question, what's definitely on everyone's mind, and definitely not just mine, does Jared Hess's A Minecraft Movie 2025 pass the Bechdel Test? A test that critiques the representation of women in films. Now, these rules were written a long time ago, so on paper, yes, this film kind of does pass, but I feel like it really shouldn't due to how useless and honestly quite embarrassing, cliche, flat and unoriginal the female characters actually are written in this film. This film features at least 2 named women, and they do talk to each other about something other than a man, only just slightly. The last to find out how anything works, so they're wasting the hoe and shovel's durability on the same amount of damage as a punch. They also get lost and to be rescued by the dog. But neither Lord of the Rings The Two Towers passes the Bechdel Test, so clearly these films are on the same level. But a serious question that I often get asked, do I actually like a Minecraft movie? Gosh no. Art is made for the artist, not the audience, and it's very clear these video games which get film adaptations were made to be games. So seeing these film adaptations feel so cash grabby. These films aren't made for the artist in mind, they are made for the audience and money, like the Super Mario Galaxy movie. A Minecraft movie being such a perfect example, but this film premiere felt so special. So many people for so many different reasons of being there, coming together to watch this absolutely terrible film, all having fun, shouting at the screen at every single marketable line, making so many brain-numbing memes. There is just something special about that. Though it's weird seeing so many memes this April, for people saying when it's April but not that April, using that GMT song in their videos. I can see what they mean. I also saw memes while a Minecraft movie was actually coming out back in April 2025 about how April 2025 nostalgia will be insane. I laughed it off, but I can see myself in like 5 to 10 years, possibly with a Minecraft movie trilogy being cancelled, missing April 2025 and that magic of that absolute slop coming to cinemas across the world. Also, Forever How Long came out the exact same day, which is a wonderful album, but I know in fact it will be timeless. Listening to Time to Pretend by MGMT, the music used in the trailer and nothing else, will never not remind me of April 2025.